127-91. Minnesota has been averaging 115 points per game, but as Fish mentioned, second night of a back-to-back, not happening here at Staples. Kuz goes for 20, efficient. LeBron 18, Gasol 12, 6 players in double figures. Let's hear from Frank Vogel. He's speaking with the media over Zoom.
First of all, how'd you come out of that health-wise? Looked like LeBron tweaked his ankle again, and just overall, what'd you think of the offense tonight?
Yeah, well, like you said, LeBron tweaked his elbow, tweaked his ankle. We're going to list him as questionable for tomorrow night, see how he feels tomorrow. And Alex Caruso also strained a muscle in his hand. Same deal. We'll list him as questionable, see how he feels tomorrow. Alex probably could have returned if it were a closer game, but we erred on the side of caution. And offensively, really liked their ball movement. I thought Kuz set a great tone for us early in the game. We're really trying to grow his movement, catch and shoot game, and it was just a great night for him, showing all the work he's been putting in. But really set a tone for us, moving the ball, shooting threes that are open. And, Mark at the top of the key, we finally saw sort of what we can look like when we play through him with his passing up there.
Okay, we're going to go David Meneman.
Frank, considering what we spoke about this morning and pregame about AD and the nature of back-to-backs and the intention of playing guys, but obviously if there's anything extenuating that would change things, are you leaning any way on LeBron tomorrow, considering it is a back-to-back and obviously the ankle's now been tweaked twice in 3 games?
Not really leaning one way or the other. We're going to see how he feels tomorrow, and we'll make those decisions on a case-by-case, game-by-game basis throughout the year. And if he's healthy and wants to play, we'll put him in there. But we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Okay, we're going to go with Dan Wikey, please.
Hey, Frank. Kyle has always been a willing kind of shooter and scorer, but there was a play in the first half, I think, where he's on a fast break and he makes the extra pass to get KCP a layup. He had the 2 block shots. How much of it do you think tonight was the other things in the first half in addition to the shot making?
Well, Kuz has really become a hell of a player, and playing in the role that he played in last year, where there was games where he wasn't really that involved in the offense and had to impact the game in other ways. I think in the long run is really, really, really going to help his game. So many young players, they come into this league in different environments, and they're asked to carry a big load offensively, and when you're doing that, sometimes you shortcut some of the other parts of the game. And Kuz has really worked on his defense. He's really worked on his rebounding, his cutting, his running the floor, all those types of things. And I think you saw that tonight when he started scoring the ball, that he didn't force. That was the most impressive thing I think of his night, is when he got red hot. When the ball was swinging to him, defense was rotating. He didn't take heat check type shots. He just kept moving on to the next guy. When he was open, he knocked it down. And I was just really impressed with that aspect of his game tonight.
Okay, Bill Orm, please.
Hey, Frank, you talked before the game about how this game would test your depth. I'm just curious if you learned anything about about that depth in a situation where you didn't have one of your 2 stars and you didn't necessarily know who was going to step up. Was this how you saw it working, or did you learn something you didn't know about your team?
Well, this is what I hoped we would be. And this team was undermanned, so when we learned that Cat was out, it becomes a trap game, right? Their best player's out, and they have an opportunity to come in here and catch us sleeping, and we didn't do that. There's a lot of upsets around the league today, and our guys came in with the mindset that we weren't happy with our defense the first 2 games. We're going to really pick that up, and we really got after it. And like you said, the depth I think was on display tonight with the many ways that this team can put points on the board, and the defensive talent that we have as well.
Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. I'm Chris McGee, the Hall of Famer Big Game James Worthy, 5-time champion Derek Fisher. Allie Clifton is here. You'll have Trudell and Brez taking care of the post-game sound. The Lakers get the easy win without Anthony Davis. They score 40 first-quarter points, guys, and they kind of cruised from there. 6 players, James, in double figures, and for the second consecutive game, they shoot 56% from the field.
Shared the ball pretty well, 32 assists total for the team. They came out and took Minnesota serious. Minnesota back-to-back games, a little short-handed without their star player, but didn't matter. The Lakers did a good job. Kuz coming out, replacing AD. I just thought they were very active on both ends of the court, got the fast break going. Pretty good defense.
Yeah, one of the keys to, being or becoming a great team is the ability to, be intentional about knocking people out. Like like James just mentioned, knowing that Minnesota was coming in off of a back-to-back, missing Karl Anthony Towns, clearly the better team. You go out, you send that message right away. You make tonight easy, prepare yourself for tomorrow and for the rest of your season. Great to get these kind of wins with LeBron in 26 minutes, not having to do too much to get him over the top. Happy for Kuz. Marc Gasol starting to get himself into a rhythm as well.
Yeah, 9 players hit threes a couple of nights ago on Christmas, 7 tonight. Lakers are shooting the ball well after a slow start to the season. We saw the complete Marc Gasol game. He is standing by with Mike Trudell.
All right, Marc Gasol, second straight game here at Staples Center. The ball's really popping around on offense. What have you seen from the early season development and how you guys are getting such good looks around the court?
We just continue to move, share the basketball, obviously, with him, with that much talent offensively. We want to make it tough on defenses by moving the ball and helping each other.
Hey, in the first quarter especially, you and Kuz had a nice little connection. You found him for 2 of those 4 3-pointers. We saw that in the preseason as well, Mark. What about his game seems to click with the way that you pass the ball?
He moves. He moves without the ball. He does a great job. He has great size. He doesn't hesitate when he gets it. He has great confidence, and that's all very positive.
You were playing without Anthony Davis, of course. That changed the lineup. We mentioned Kuz going into it. Does that tell you something about the depth as well, that you can have this effective of a performance like this, even if Minnesota was out without Karl Anthony Towns, I should say? Yeah, well,
when you're out without a player like AD, you're going to feel it in different areas. But I thought we did a good collective effort to make up for that loss. I thought defensively we did a much better job on the ball and communicating and doing the schemes and executing the schemes that we had before the game. His IQ is it's very, very, very high. He's seen everything on both ends of the floor, and he's very unselfish. Great teammate to have. He has so many options that sometimes it's got to be hard for him.
Mark, we appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
Yep, you guys take care.
All right, look at Marc Gasol, guys. I think Laker fans have been waiting for Mark to be a part of that offense. Frank Vogel said it after the Clipper loss. I got to get him more involved. He needs to facilitate, and he did just that. 8 assists, the 4 blocks, huge, especially coming into the game. The Lakers only averaging 3 blocks a game. Tonight, they had 14. 7 rebounds. Here's another big one. 3 for 3 from three-point land. We know Marc Gasol can shoot it, and he did just that. So he goes 12, 8, and 7. James, I'm not sure how many big centers can do what he did tonight, facilitating, running the offense through him from the top of the key. He makes the right decisions. He's so good on that backdoor cut, and then he stretches the floor as well.
Kind of like his brother. He's got a high IQ for the game. And if you're a player that's worrying about not having any plays called for you or not getting enough shots, you get the game with Marc Gasol, and you just move and cut 3, Geeter. It's going to be very valuable to a team if he can stretch the floor like that.
Yeah, short preseason. For a veteran player like Marc Gasol joining a new team, the more time we get into this season, the more confident he feels about how he can work with his new teammates, where guys like to receive the basketball, and getting himself into basketball condition, which is different. And for bigs, it really is different. This was good to see tonight. I think the offense, without Anthony Davis in particular, Gasol's going to have the basketball in his hands more. So finding this rhythm with AD out there is going to be key as well.
Guys, I want to talk about Kyle Kuzma. And hear me out on this. We show a lot of stats with Kuz. When he starts, his numbers compared to when he's coming off the bench, he gets a higher volume. This might be my favorite Kuzma game. I'll tell you why. He started. He set the tone with 14 first quarter points. He had 4 threes, James. But then after that, he didn't overshoot. He didn't go, I'm going to get 30. He just played tough defense, had 3 blocks, had 3 assists, actually gave up a couple easy buckets to get other